Young poet. Mr. A is an intellectual young man of 24 with an intense desire to talk about himself. He wears his hair long.
My relationships with women are frequent, very frequent, but on a purely animal plane. I have to keep my intellect clear of inhibitions. I never allow myself to fall in love. It's a strict rule. It interferes, you see, with my work. I'm a professional poet. Twice broadcast my work for the BBC, and I've produced pieces and poems in the newspapers. There's one here in particular I think you'd like. The man sitting there before, I read it for him. He was very taken with the rhythm. A very good rhythm, he felt. But you know, he said it had no recognisable form. I mean, recognisable form. That's not something that I'm concerned with. I prefer to follow my own path. You see, for that reason, I never go to church. Never, no. There's no need. All great poets carry their own divinity inside them. I find that to be true. If I'm to expend time, I'd rather spend it on something enjoyable, bridge or golf. I find those most rewarding. And hockey, of course. They say I'm a good player, very good. But I must put my writing first. I experimented with homosexuality, you know, but I don't practice it. It involves emotionalism, and I haven't the nervous power to spare from writing. None at all. I think you'd understand that exactly if I read to you something.
When Seebohm Rowntree's book was published, same-sex relationships between men were illegal. Homosexuality wasn't decriminalised until 1967.
I'm Jack Evans-Wrench, and something that I thought was interesting when taking on this role and studying the character was the tortured artist complex that he thinks he has. It's less the case that it's something embedded in him and more that something that he's trying to instill in himself. I think that's quite comical but also quite reflective of his, need to appeal to people, to try and impress. He's stretching a very limited career out into conversations where he takes the spotlight, he takes all control, all focus, and talking about the 2 times he's worked on the BBC is probably the most reflective of that. It's very much stretching so that he can appeal. That's something I thought was interesting.